the fight. Whether it's that he was going to lose control.
That's right. It's kind of a chicken. It's a game of chicken.
Yeah.
Who's going to blink and freak out and strike first?
But I remember later you saying that you were saying you thought it was like hope, a little bit like hope.
Oh, right.
And that threw me, and I was like, oh, dang, you know, it's the last thing I'd want. This seemed a little cleaner. Then this is really chicken, isn't it?
Oh, that looks good.
Yeah, this.
Well, not chicken. There's a lot more to it.
Once again, this is a scene you just wish that you had the proper amount of time to.
Yeah.
This is a much longer scene in the other version with the sliding and the slipping and the.
Yeah, you're very specific about what you wanted here, I remember. About,
You know what? I never got it in my mind.
Well, I felt it. You know what I mean? I knew.
Oh,
I knew
it's not
exactly.
this.
Oh no, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
But all your research into the ritual of this fight, and what you wanted in the performances, I think you were so clear on it, like a week before or something, and we did this rehearsing for the fight.
Right.
And it was so clear to me. It was great.
It was the non-fight that was going to take forever. It was all the lead up to that one blow.
And that sense of control and in the culture as well. So fascinating.
That's right, because we actually in the other had long.
Because that's what it's all about, is the suspense, isn't
Right.
it?
Yeah.
It actually works better and longer.
I bet.
I wish I hadn't given him that makeup somehow.
Too much of a mask, eh?
Yep, too much of a mask.
Or just made him pallid with a
Yep.
with circles under his eyes or something.
So easy when somebody shows up and you go, oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, exactly. Looking for something different.
Yeah. This poor gentleman had all this exposition in his dying scene. It explains what has to happen the whole rest of the movie. The whole plot,
And he
everything.
could hardly speak English.
Yeah, and you just go, oh, the poor guy. I kept saying, you got to pick up the pace a little bit through here. It's important, but.
Move it along.
That's a giant blue screen. Remember? Oh, you
Oh,
were
I
there.
do. Of course I do. Yes.
Here's Renee
that
on a
looks
2x4.
good. That looks like a huge mountain.
Yeah.
It looked like a
It did.
far-off
It was
mountain.
great. Oh man, it was a big fall. Yeah, it was me on a 2x4. That's right, with
Yep.
4 guys. Which
Good
made
form,
no
that was really using, isn't it?
That's funny.
Oh, he's pissed now.
I will not allow you to find a fountain. Revive your friend.
Cool.
I had a great time doing this fight. Just because there were so many different levels to it, you know, on the ground and then going up the rocks.
God, it's another one of those things where I just wish I had more time to. Yeah, because we never could do the rock stuff. Chloe kept being behind me. She's pregnant. She's pregnant.
Really?
You can't
Yeah.
have her jumping on the rocks. I went, Renee will say if she's got a problem.
So this guy was a fighter or something?
He was, but
The stuntmen laughed at him.
this is me getting so lucky that actually worked. We did it like 10 times and.
And on rehearsing, but then
Yeah.
the first one, the take was
Yeah.
perfect. He was, Lucy, I think he was supposed to be a kickboxer from Australia.
Right.
But in the end, I think in the choreography, some of the choreography wasn't working for him. He didn't.
And they used Glenn
They
leading.
used Glenn for everything.
Yep. Oh yeah, the old double. I don't think Xena gets thrown twice here. And that whole bird's nest thing, although I've gone into it before, was something I still am mad at myself for getting talked out of.
What, because the ashes fell into the bird's nest?
And then when I wanted to have a bird in there, that as Gabrielle's climbing down, that bird keeps trying to nudge that vase out of the.
Right, that was funny.
And everyone said it's too silly. Yeah, the old double got knocked out here. So there's actually.
That's a great shot for a matte painting. Xena. I remember the puff of smoke inside my blouse being an issue, huh?
Oh my God! I remember shooting that and trying to get it to hang.
Trying to get more smoke to stay in there.
Yep. All right. You girls made me shoot this.
Uh-huh.
I didn't want to.
Yeah.
Now kiss her! Kiss her! Kiss her!
That's cool.
That looks great.
Very cool.
It's all CGI, right? All of it?
No, of course, it's real trees and a bit of real fire. And of course, the day we went to shoot all that, it was blowing 40 knots and raining like hell.
So you
And
couldn't
we
do
just
it.
couldn't get the fire going. But that's all real fire, except the foreground pieces.
So, yeah, okay.
When in doubt, flame it up.
This fight is better than I remember it, actually. I kind of remember it as being, I mean, it's...
It got shortchanged a bit, and there was a huge other portion of this fight where you become different elements that just got cut out.
Couldn't do it, yeah.
Yeah, well, we actually shot it. Paul Grinder, the second unit guy,
Really?
shot a bunch of it, and it just, it didn't work. Just didn't work. And it was it was another 80 effect shots that the guys never would have got done. You can see that that's not the
I
actor.
know.
Shane Dawson. This poor actor was already in the hospital.
How? How did it happen?
He tore something walking to the set also.
I think, didn't he break something?
Yeah, he broke his
Oh my God.
broke his ankle
Yeah.
slipping in the mud walking to the set.
I always feel like those things happen because those people are scared.
So
Scared to, tackle it. And I don't blame them.
So he actually came to the set in a wheelchair for his close-ups. Poor guy.
Yikes.
I love that he comes back
What
here.
is he doing here?
Does he still want to fight her?
Dignity of a warrior.
Right.
Dignity.
That is funny.
She's going to help him out.
Showed my friend.
I remember you're wanting my to.
I have a different throwing style
throw, yeah.
than Xena, absolutely.
A warrior is born. Oh, that gave me a little tingle.
I was so glad George was able to roto all this and make it work going front and back, because
Yeah, it looks great.
yeah, because it wasn't even on a green screen. We just shot it on location.
With the fire too in the background. Ooh, that's tough.
Laying those effects over.
Yeah, he had to roto all you because I ran out of time.
But for those souls to be released into a state of grace, they must be avenged.
In this episode, you never even see Xena learn that information in the shortened version.
I know, it's horrible. It's a terrible cheat, eh?
Yeah, it's really a cheat. See, I felt lucky as a director to get to shoot this moment, though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's nice. I felt lucky to do it.
I always see that it's nightfall and we've just pumped in these giant lights to make it feel like
Yeah.
All right.
it's like the sun had set an hour ago. And I love this piece of music for some reason.
Always.
It's real Hercules music, isn't it?
No, it's been in 100 Xena episodes, and Joe had written another big piece for this, but this was in the temp, and I went back, said I want to play this, so he wrote a little bigger score.
I want to see you fall over at that moment.
I know,
Me
I
too.
know. But I remember that being such an issue, again.
Oh, it was
that
a huge issue.
I couldn't move.
And nobody said to do it. They said, oh, it's never going to work, it's never going to
Yeah,
work.
yeah, yeah.
So this
That's
has a
nice.
little different, has different Gabrielle at the end on the boat. It's just a different moment. It doesn't, personally for me, play as well.
This
What
one.
do you mean?
This one, and you'll see the difference.
What do you mean different from what? Other takes?
Different from the longer version. When I went in on that longer version and re-edited this little beat.
Oh, really?
And to the place where I love.
Well, yeah.
So it's not Weekend at Bernie's, right?
Weekend at Bernie's.
Oh, there you go.
Do, 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 do.
And thus ended Xena, Warrior Princess.